Hey everyone, how y'all doing today? Welcome back to the Dad and Daughter Podcast channel right here on YouTube. Okay, now us guys, I've only read through like the first 2 or 3 paragraphs. I didn't read through the whole thing, so I really can't say much except for what I did read. But holy crap. Okay, guys, we propose to a lady. Some ladies will reject that. Okay, suck it up, move on, but not this dude. I guess he doesn't handle rejection very well, Excuse me, I just had a sip of tea. But anyways, I don't handle rejection very well, but I don't go around killing people. That's the thing. Let's read about this guy who did. Keep your ring. A Georgia jury took only 30 minutes to convict man who tracked down woman to her home and strangled her after his proposal was rejected. A Georgia judge sentenced a man to life in prison for killing a woman. Excuse me, good Lord, where'd that one come from? Killing a woman who rejected his intense romantic advances after the two met on a dating app. Oh boy. Antonio Wilson, 43, which I believe is this gentleman pictured down here in the lower left. I hope it is, because that's going to be the thumbnail. Was convicted and sentenced on Tuesday for the brutal murder of 39-year-old. And someone please help me out. Fabiola Thomas in June 2019. It would take several more years before her family received justice. Why? Investigators learned Wilson and Thomas connected on the dating app Plenty of Fish and only met face-to-face a few times before Thomas ultimately decided she didn't want to move forward with a romantic relationship. Ms. Thomas did everything that you would think you should do. She told her friends where she was going. She would only meet him in public places. Fulton County Assistant District Attorney Abigail Potter told WSB TV. Wilson, however, was convinced that he and Thomas were ready to make a giant leap forward and told her he planned to propose. Thomas was unequivocally against an engagement and communicated those feelings to Wilson through text. I just don't give a redacted about the ring. Thomas wrote to Wilson, "Keep your ring. I'm not your woman. Never was. Stop claiming me because I never claimed you." Oh, okay. Okay, that was brutal, but she had to be like that because she didn't want his advances, and he kept persisting, and she had to do something. In her defense, she had to do something, okay? She also wrote in another text, excuse me. She also wrote in another text, "You crazy. I don't want nothing from a man I barely communicate with. Jewelry, money, anything. don't mean nothing to me if you don't know who I am. Those texts were sent just a day before Wilson murdered Thomas. Wilson would track down where Thomas lived. According to the investigation, he broke into her apartment in Roswell on the morning of June 8th, 2019, choked her to death, and then left her body in the bathtub. That was a surprise attack. She did not know her attacker was coming that morning, said Senior ADA Nalda Charles. Thomas's roommate told the police he heard a scream that morning after he found her body in the bathtub. Wait a minute. I read that completely wrong. Let me redo that. Thomas's roommate told police he had heard a scream that morning. After he had found her body in the bathtub, he called 911. Authorities said her body showed signs of trauma. And that is the most chilling part, because she's getting ready for work. She's in her pajamas, Potter said. Detectives also learned that Thomas's phone went missing from her apartment, but eventually tracked it to Clayton County, where Wilson lived. Wilson was arrested and charged with malice murder in October 2019. During his trial, a Fulton County jury was presented with witness statements and crime scene photographs. Witnesses told police they saw Wilson walking around Thomas's car in the parking lot of her apartment complex just a half hour before the home invasion. It only took 30 minutes for jurors to deliberate before returning the guilty verdict. Wilson will serve a life sentence without the possibility of parole. Totally senseless, killing somebody because they rejected your wedding proposal? Bro, get over it. Fulton County District Attorney Fannie Wilson said her office's domestic violence until that did not make any sense. Fulton County District Attorney Fannie Wilson said her office's domestic violence unit prosecuted the case. Okay, I misread a word there. This is really a sad case, Willis said. Did I say Wilson? Oh, yeah, these people don't have a proofreader, apparently. It's one of the hardest crimes to make sure that we combat. Thomas died just a week before her 40th birthday, according to family members. My sister enjoyed life, Thomas's brother Murdo, I hope, please help, Charles said. She had dreams and goals she wanted to accomplish, yet all that died with her when she was gasping for her last breath. Okay, being rejected is one thing, but do you really have to go out and kill the person? What sense is that? Damn. Well, I'm glad that guy's going to be rotting in jail. Good Lord, that's senseless. But anyways, thank you for being with me today. I'll catch you guys in the next video. You take care of yourselves. I'm out. Peace.